Astrology is the study of the movements and positions of celestial objects, but it is considered pseudoscience versus science. Ancient astrology started over 4,000 years ago. Indians, Chinese, and the Mayans all developed their own astrology systems. Western astrology still has plenty of followers who read online or newspaper horoscopes every day. To many people, astrology is a belief system with no scientific proof, while to many others, it is a belief system that needs no scientific proof. Which one are you? Today, what I'm about to show you is the scientific backing you never thought astrology had. I don't expect to change your mind, but I do hope you can view astrology from a whole different angle. The science I'm about to show you is called statistic. I always thought maybe ancient civilizations categorized certain human traits based on time of birth. Then throughout the years, the system became more and more accurate. Maybe that is how astrology, zodiac, and feng shui has blended into our everyday lives. You may disagree with me calling astrology part of our lives. Astrology is not front-page news, but it has its own section in newspapers, bookstores, and the internet. Let's look at the zodiac traits. Aries are brave. Taurus are independent but stubborn. Gemini has two sides and many are terrible with being on time. Cancers are known to be creative, while Leos are born leaders. Virgos are great communicators, while Libras are good team players. Scorpios are faithful but jealous. Sagittarius are known adventurers. Capricorns are calm and hard-working, while Aquarius can be charming visionaries but have few close friends. Most Pisces are romantic and spiritual who hate conflicts. You may be thinking these descriptions make no sense and you're wondering where I copied them from. Well, I have to tell you that is mostly from my personal observations. It is hard to imagine we can fit the world's 7 billion people into these 12 baskets. But you can't deny that we do see some of these traits in people around us. Doesn't that make you wonder if astrology is indeed a carefully thought out statistic book of records? However, even if the zodiac traits do depict people's characteristics, we already know about our own strengths and shortcomings. Why do we get to learn it from astrology? I've heard about one business that refused to hire any Geminis, but I also know they did not make the Fortune 500 list. So what is the point of learning astrology even if, as I said, it is not totally crazy? Most people refuse to take astrology seriously because it has no benefits in believing it. Actually, you may be wrong. What if I can tell you that billions of people follow astrology and have quite possibly benefited? To prove my case, I have to show you a different kind of astrology, the Chinese zodiac. Instead of 12 baskets based on birth month and date, the Chinese zodiac uses 12 baskets based on birth year. Using this chart, you can find your animal symbol. This zodiac system of 12 animal symbols has dominated Chinese lives and marriages for at least 2,000 years. It's quite simple. It started with a charming but stubborn mouse, followed by the hard-working and enduring ox. Meat-loving tigers are energetic but controlling. Next is the friendly reader rabbit who loves to learn, while the ambitious driven dragons have no fear, while intuitive tall or skinny snakes hate failure. Generous horses love to travel. Poor shy mild sheep are often considered the animal with the worst luck, especially the ones born in the winter. In the past, many winter-born sheep girls have had a hard time getting marriage proposals. Monkeys are best known for being quick and smart. While roosters can be impatient and talkative, dogs are honest and loyal, while pigs are usually smart, sociable, but a bit lazy and prone to weight gain. Well, if you think this is stupid and nonsense, look at this chart and see how the birth rate increases in the year of the dragon. Taiwan and Singapore avoided the tiger, as girl tigress are often considered too aggressive. As you can see, the beliefs in the Chinese zodiac still affect the Chinese way of life. The 12 animal system is used most often as tools for matchmaking. Almost every Chinese know the famous 6 conflict. It is a long-held belief that people 6 years apart in age should not get married. Failure to follow this rule may lead to divorce, early demise, no children or unhealthy ones, and constant conflicts. I once heard a friend refusing a good catch because the guy is 6 years her senior. And she went through a terrible divorce after ignoring this warning the first time. Look at this chart and apply your own experience. Now, you know who not to date, right? If you want to get married today but live in D.C., Montana, or Mississippi, you have to wait for a blood test to clear before making it official. However, if you lived in China during the last 1,000 years before the communists took over, you have to go through an astrology match called Hobazi. Based on the time, date, and year you were born, your life, traits, fate, and future are summarized in these 8 characters. No respectable families would pick a bride without this. Don't laugh. The fact that the Chinese have 1 billion people is the proof that this system must have worked better than you think. But do people still use the 8-character compatibility system today? Not really. But maybe that is why Taiwan leads all Asian countries in the divorce rate. Thanks to modern technologies, you don't need to pay big bucks to decode your 8 characters, or ziwei du shu. Since most birth certificates show the exact date and time of your birth, you can get a detailed reading online for free, and with the help of Google Translate, you can read it in English. This is how you can get your Chinese astrology reading quick, free, and translated. Of course, if you want to get personalized, detailed analysis, you may still be out of luck, because it will cost you much more than this free analysis. And you can't turn Google Translator into a Chinese fortune teller. But you won't have that problem with an American astrology reader, right? Are you ready to meet Misty? She is a psychic specializing in astrology and tarot card reading. Actually, she designed her own tarot cards.
Today, I'm an astrologer and a psychic and a medium, and I read tarot cards.
Misty gave me a very encouraging reading.
Do you see anything in terms of relationship?
Well, actually I do. The North Node sextile, the ascendant, peaking in December around the 11th. That's could be a social occasion upon which you meet someone special. We also have the ascendant, which is related to relationships. Sextile, the sun progressed, and that's happening the whole 6 months. Sun is usually male, so it means men in your life.
As usual, I have lots of questions.
So can astrology, shall we say, dictate how things are going to go for you, or so like it's set in astrological cement, or you know, not necessarily? What are your thoughts there?
Well, it depends on the kind of person you are. If you're a well-developed person who has spiritual principles and a good mind, astrology is only one of the factors that's going to influence you. But if you're a primitive person who has an undeveloped mind, you have a tendency to automatically follow.
So, now do you still think astrology is silly? This is Ken Peters. Thank you for watching.